It has gone past Thursday, it has gone past Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. That can only mean one thing, it's that Friday feeling at Dad's RC Hangar. Oh yeah, welcome to another fantastic Friday. You can feel that feeling that I have got Saturday and Sunday free. Not flying because it's really wet. In fact, actually no, I'm lying. It's not bad weather today, so we could get some flying. Who knows? That is not about today's video. Today's video is about the continuation of our plane, the Intruder. Sorry, I nearly forgot what we was doing a video about today. I've got so much to do, had no time doing it. But we're going to put an LED in a wing. Oh yeah. Let's get to it, come on. Okay, welcome back to the overcam shot. Oh yeah, we got an overcam shot. I've made a little rig. If you watch the live channel, I had a different camera. I think, no, I had this camera doing the over shot, or maybe it was the other camera. I don't know. Some random camera was taking the shot. But here, so I could do a little bit of magic. No, I can't do magic. I'm hoping that you can hear me well enough anyway. So, what do I want to do? Well, we have got a red LED. If you watch the live show, you'd have seen us go through some LEDs, and I want to put one in the wing like it does have in the real Intruder, and it's kind of like there. It fits into there. Now I've cheated. I've done one wing already, but we'll have a look at that. So I just want to show you how I want to do this wing. So if you want to do the same, then okay, it's going to help you. Right, first things first, what I did is that I took out, there's quite a deep crevice in here. Crevice, word of the day, crevice. And it has the spin it out, Chris, servo cable. And it goes all the way, obviously, down under the wheel. So we pick that out first, because this hole here, or this slice, is really deep. It goes all the way around. So that's a big bonus, just to here to here. So first things first is that we get a sharp knife. So please be careful if you're doing this at home. I have to say that, I don't know why. Now the best way to get an LED in here was I'm going to literally see if I can get this into focus here. Literally I'm going to slice across there, and then I'm going to slice over the middle. And then what we're going to do, we're going to make a little gully or hole or whatever, and then stick it back together with some glue tack. What's it called? Glue, anyway. Foam tack. There you go. Foam tack. Oh my God, he's going. And then I want to make a little slice over to there. And this is what we're going to do. It's not the most exciting movie ever. I have a lot to do. If you've been following my videos, which I really hope you are. If you're not, please do subscribe, like, ding the bell if you really want to. Not forcing it upon you, but you never know. You might learn something, or at least have a laugh. I mean, come on, it's a Friday. Oh yeah. Right, so, nice long cable. Yes, yes, yes. I'm just going to, it doesn't really matter where you slice this. I am going to paint this afterwards. So use a nice sharp blade. I find a Stanley knife done the trick. And then all you need to do, if I can remember what I did the other one, is I'll get that to the edge. I've got to be careful because otherwise you're not going to see what I'm doing. I could have probably put a different lens on so you'd be a bit closer, but this would be okay. All I did is I put the blade flat and then I cut very slowly. So you're going literally to the edge, the very edge of the wing, and there you go. We have cut it. So you see it goes follows flush to the wing. Flush as can be anyway. We don't need to be mega, so don't lose that, will you? Don't lose it, because if you lose it, it's, you know, you've got a whole world of trouble going on. We'll put that to the side. Then we get my trusty ruler, and I do need actually our blade, which I have one here. It still feels sharp. It's amazing when you're cutting into foam how dull it gets very quickly. So, got to stop saying so. But yes, this is one of the jobs. I did the other one and I thought, well, actually, why not do this one live? Well, not live, but video recorded. So we want to join this little gully here. So if we, I reckon, go to the back here, don't worry about what you're going to slice off. You know, there's much, you can do a lot more things. So mind you don't cut your fingers. Don't go too deep, just go to the blade's depth as per se. And it's not a thick cable, so we can just go to about there, which is probably, what's it in, if let's do it in, I haven't got old money on here, it's only millimeters I think. Oh no, I lied. I've got to stop lying today. Now what is that? Is that, I think it's a 16th gap, or a couple of millimeters. But what the hell? Millimeters. Oh boy. I'm getting my teeth on Wednesday. I need my teeth. I can't speak properly. Right, there we go. That's my excuse. And I'm sticking to it. Because I can, because it's a Friday. And I'm just going to freehand this. It doesn't help that it's white. You kind of lose the blade. But if you can see now, I've just cut a little slice. And then what I'm going to do in this slice, I'm hoping this will, it's not really zoomed in enough, but you can see what I'm doing. So I'm holding the blade at sort of whatever degrees that is. I mean, that's what, 90, so 45 degrees. And then I'm just going to cut, kind of stabbing motion. So you're almost making like a V. And this is the best way I find, because I don't think there's a tool, I could be wrong, but I don't think there's a tool that allows you to like a scoop, especially when it comes to foam. I mean, been working with this foam now, as you can see if you saw the live episode. It can be a bit funny, you know. It's very clever what they do in Freewing anyway. See, look, this doesn't feel, that knife just loses its sharpness. See, this feels great. And they were brand new blades I brought, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Then I just use my tweezers, and you can literally pull this out. That's the paint, I think, coming off there. In fact, that's how much I've scooped up. I haven't scooped a lot at all. If you do that, it does fall out. So what we're going to do, we're going to go a bit deeper. In fact, that's quite deep actually. It looks less deeper than it is because you're going into white foam, so it's almost like there's no real darkness in there, if that makes sense. It looks less of a hole. It's not until you actually put them in there and think, oh, this is quite deep. So you just pick this out. It doesn't need to be flush, neat, you know, smooth, because we're going to put some foam filler in there, foam tack foam filler, which I'll show you in a minute, to cover it all in. And we are going to rub this part of the wing down, and I've got to find some paint for this grey, which I think I've got. So that looks pretty nice to me, nice and straight. So we're going to just test this cable just to see if that pushes in there, and I think with a screwdriver that'll push down nice. So you can just see that now. There you go. That's going to be nice. This is really simple of doing it, and I must admit, when I'm not on the video, it's really therapeutic. Give it a go. Stick some LEDs in a plane. The LEDs that we are using, if you missed the live episode, is a pack of GT Power. I have got a pack from Motion RC as well. This is GT Power. I'm not sure which way the video is going to be, but GT Power, it's a little LED set. Brilliant cables. I have got a set for Motion RC, which is off the F14, which is a bit different LED. I'll quickly show you if I can get it in focus, of course. Is that in focus? No. There we go. Look. Oh, hang on. Well, hey, easy pilot. Ah, there you go. See, they're little flat ones. These are going to go on the wheel, like the wheel flap. These ones here are your typical sort of, if I get in focus, LEDs. You see, little LEDs. Right. So this is going to be pointing forward. So I want to bend the cable so it's like a right angle, 90 degrees. And then I want to stick, I'm just going to see how far, I only want the little end just below, and I'm just going to make an impression. Just press into the foam. Now that gives me an impression that I can then cut. So I can cut my cable once again 90 degrees. This is not going to be filled in, but this will be covered, remember, by the top half that we cut out. I'll stick that over there because I'm going to cutting myself. Look at that. The X-Acto blade I'm not really impressed with for some reason on this. Maybe I'm using the wrong kind of blade, I don't know. But your run-of-the-mill, I don't know what you call it across the river, across the pond, but it's a Stanley knife blade. I don't know what you call it. I really don't. But it's that anyway, and you have to be a bit more careful of it, but of course. But yeah, look at that. It's just got a bit more to scrape out there. Come out. Come on. Here we go. Look, there you go. See, you're only cutting slithers out there. Look, that big long slither. There you go. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Anyway, little slithers. Now, there's probably is a different way of doing this, where they're doing it through. If I heated something up and sat it in it, it would probably go in there. But as I say, you don't need to be critical. I'm just going to literally cut out. I'll give up with that thing. I'm going to literally just slice a little kind of, once again, valley, if you like to call it, just out that end. There you go. So it gives something for the LED to sit in, because you know, foam will sort of like move a bit, and if it's under pressure, so i.e. we've glued it, it will stay around it, and then we'll put some foam filler around it, rub it down so it looks nice. Done. Simple as that. So I hope everyone's having a good time. I hope everyone's keeping away from this horrible virus and living their dream. I hope you can still fly. I'm still waiting for my big Prezi, which is the huge MiG that's coming from Freewing, from Motion RC, and literally it's going to be the size of the Hangar. So the unboxing is going to be, it's going to be interesting, to say the least. I reckon we can do. Let's get this in before I put the top in. Okay, who stole my tweezers? That did steal my tweezers. Let's get that out of the way. Right, so I'm just going to clear it up a bit in here. So don't worry, as I say, if it's not all smooth inside, like this has obviously been done by a hot blade or hot wire or something really cool. I mean, I'm hoping that if you follow the Motion RC YouTube, I think they're going to start showing a lot of videos of how things are made. So that'd be really interesting, don't you think? Now you have got to make sure that you had the red and the green the right way round. So, you know, sort of I always do green, so the second letter green, as you'll be looking behind it, green should be on the right hand wing. I'm sure that's correct. If it's not, I'm going to look pretty stupid, aren't I? I'm sure it is. If it's not, then, you know, I've made a boo-boo and it's all stuck together and I can't do anything about it. Except for get some coloured spray or something. So we're going to push it in there and make sure that that will sit down. It's a bit, the bend is a bit too early. Okay, so I know it's hard for you to see what I'm doing here, but I'm just making sure that the cable sits in its hole nicely and where that is there, which is there. So what I can do is get one of my trusty screwdrivers and just push that down. If it feels that you're going to, you know, if you need a bit deeper, then cut it. It's not a biggie. Right there. It just needs a bit more here, because just this is where I need the X-Acto blade that doesn't really cut much. You just want to, you'll be careful because you'll end up going through the wing. That's not good. I just need that so the cable goes round like so, and if I press that down like so, I'm happy with that. So then the cable should go down in I keep calling it the gully. Pushes down really nice actually. As I say, it's quite therapeutic when you do this. Don't know why, it just is. But you want it so it's not going to pop back up again. We are going to fill this with foam filler in a minute. I will show you what I've done and what I do. And then this is the easy part, because now we just follow what Freewing have already done, and they have made a deeper hole. So I'm a great believer that this was their intention of putting LEDs in here. They decided not to. Also, later on in this video, because it's not going to be a long video, he says, just want to make sure I go under the bomb, which goes in the hole there. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I mean, I'm rabbiting on, and I've not even looked up and seen in my little viewer. So if not, it's going to be like a storybook. You just listen while you're having a cup of tea, looking in the sky, wondering when you're going to get good weather. Now we can lift the gear up, which we haven't seen yet, and we will do just because we can. But for now I'm just going to stick her under there, tickly tickly like a teddy bear. There we go. That is basically how we put it in. And then we put the other servo lead, which has got plenty of room to push down and hide. Try to sort of go diagonal over the wire, just so you don't make any more holes than you need to. Of course, if I really want to go to town, I could foam fill everything, you know, I mean, strip it back, foam it so it's smooth. But I'm not into this for this one particularly. Now, if you come to this one like I have, and there's still a bit of cable sticking out in your bomb turret, your bomb holder, something, I don't know what you'd call it. If you can just see that there, yeah, there's a cable still there. Don't worry, the actual unit that goes over the is it the outside? Whatever the one, yeah, this one has got a little nick in it anyway, so that can go straight over that. It's not going to be seen. And this one comes higher, and we've made bombs for this. Oh yes, we have 3D printed bombs. Now it's probably going to, I was going to save it for another video. In fact, let me just pull this cable. I'm not sure what cable it is. Which cable does it go to? Which cable does it go to? I don't know. Is it this one? No. Is it that one? I haven't got a clue what cable it is. Okay, I think it's the one that goes down here. Yes, right, okay. So let's just push that back. Just go in there. Push that down. Make sure that we'll stick them all down so the gear doesn't get into. Lovely, you'll say. Now, back to the little finger that we did. We put this in where it's going to be, making sure that we need to cut a bit more out, which we do, so we'll just cut a bit more at the end. As I say, don't worry too much. You can sit there and be really perfect to make a really, really good round hole. But what I will do, in fact I haven't done it on the other one, but as long as it like sits in there about halfway. Let's see if we can get this in focus. This would be interesting, won't it? There you go. Can you see that? Let's see, get a bit more focus. Come on, focus. Walk it. There you go. It's just in halfway. That's all it needs to be. Just to make sure that sits halfway, and then we're going to do exactly the same with this. And now, when it's on top, I'm going to squeeze it together, being not too crazy. Get the outline, which I have, which you won't be able to see, or you can actually see. There's the outline, and then we're just going to sit in shot and just cut almost like a you know, just like a, I mean, if you can make a half circle by cutting it out, then go for it. Go for gold. Me, no. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of tape around the LED and then foam fill around it, so you get that nice straight edge. That's what I'm going to do. But you've got to be careful with this bit, because if you slice this bit too much, you're in a whole world of trouble. Unless you've got spare foam and you can sit there and rub foam down and or whatever. Then don't forget, we will need our slip for our cable, so very carefully without slicing all your fingers off. I'm cutting at 45 degrees and then it falls out there. So there's plenty of room. As I say, we will stick these in, so if these LEDs die, which they probably will after thousands of hours, then yeah. Right, so then you sort of offer it up, see if it fits, and it does. So that is a nice fit right there. Let's just get that sharp thing out of the way, clear the board. There you go. So there you go, that's a fit on there. Now, normally, you know me, I'm never prepared. I was going to be prepared because I got my foam tack ready, dripped down. So there's my foam tack, and it's good to have them facing down because otherwise it takes forever to come down. So let's just put that in. I just want to make sure that cable's not pulling. It's just a bit up more than anything else. So you don't need to foam tack around the LED. In fact, I think I need to pierce this. Right, so let's just get rid of this without breaking my thumb. So what did you watch on YouTube today? I watched a man trying to get glue up his fingers. Right, okay. Oh my god. No. Oh god, look at that. I lost it. It was in my flip-flop. Okay. Oh, hello. We've got a bit of air. So, yep, so if I can get some, here we go. Foam tack, here we go. Splodge, 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 splodge. Bit on the back, splodge, 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 and a bit for the cable, splodge, splodge, splodge. You don't need to do it for the LED, even though it will clean off the LED. Yeah, I don't know why, because when you put that little red cap on, that should keep it non-stickable inside, or whatever the word I'm looking for. Right, first of all, what I want to do is I want to put the finger on there without the LED, give it a good old wiggle, and then pull it apart. So we're getting lots of strings. Then I want to wiggle it again with the LED, pull it apart, and wait about a minute. So while we're waiting about a minute, go and make yourself a cup of tea. Go on. Alrighty, did you have a nice cup of tea? I didn't. Right, so now we just press it together. Press it together, making sure that the sides, don't worry about too much about the front, it's just the sides and the back. Now that should glue down. As I say, I'm not worried about the sides or the front, because eventually I will put a bit of tape around the end and just foam pillar that. That'll be on the second foam fill. And then once it's sprayed, you would never know. You would never know that. It's more important to get the rest of it back together. So he says so again. Now we're going to use foam tack. Do love this stuff. It is awesome. It's all splodgy. Now we can. It says mix it up a bit, so we'll mix it up. Now, the good thing I like about this is it's when it's kind of wet state. Sorry, you're not seeing what I'm doing. I'm just mixing it up. Just mix it up so get all the dry stuff that's hopefully not got round on the sides. It's good to put that tape on it afterwards as well, because it, you know, it will, so if you get air to this, it will dry, which you won't want, because you'll go to foam fill or something, and it'll be no. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to foam fill everything, and I'm really dirty and get really gritty, and I get in there with my finger. Oh yeah. Yep, we're getting in there, sticky and dirty. So it's probably a good idea to give it a scrape. I've just got a bit of plastic that well, it's not plastic, it's like 3D print kind of raft that I use, and then just get a good old bit of spit on your finger, and you see that it kind of smooths it, as if you're, you know, spit's not going to make it go mouldy, I don't think. If not, you could always use some washing detergent, you know, washing very liquid, we call it in Britain, you know, that you put in the dishes, squeeze on your thing, which you normally do with a little tip when if you're doing sealant around your bathroom, kitchen or whatever. Put your finger in a bit of that, wipe it along, makes a lovely finish and doesn't go mouldy, because believe it or not, if you do that with spit, it's full of bacteria. Sorry about being gruesome. So I just love doing it. It's like, I don't know, finger painting or something. It's kind of therapeutic, and I'm not too bothered about that. I say this is the first, probably of 2. If you want to go mad, 3. But it does dry rather quickly, depending on how deep your hole is. So I think, you know, the other day when I was doing the wing off camera, I put a couple of coats on straight away. Now the good thing is as well to do is close this up don't leave it, if you're not using it, put it up. And now I need to put some more tape on this, but just put some electrical tape just around the side. I mean, normally you have to put some fresh tape because this peels off, just so that makes that seal. You know, no, it's not going oh like a seal. It's a air seal, airtight. We don't want to keep buying that, because if we don't need to. And there you go. And this plastic spatula, you know, just wipe it off. We can use it again. It's not a big deal. Right, there you go. So if I can bring that up to here. So it's not, you know, it's not perfectly filled at the moment. It doesn't have to. And there's our little LED. So we've got our little LED unit. It's just sort of still getting stuck with my fingers, sorry. I'm sure this is the right way around. This is really worrying me now. I've made myself let me have a look. I took a picture just to make sure. Now, if that's coming at you, that should have red on it. Yes, there you go. Picture on my phone. Red. I know it's one of these things, as an aviator I should know, but I don't. I forget. So let's before we turn the LED on, let's get that sexy retracts up. So I'm just using the actual GT Power comes with this little unit. If you I'll leave a link, you know, one of these things going across the top for the live, because you know, if you are interested in getting LEDs, then it's a handy tip. And this is a really cool piece of kit. So it comes with the flashing strobe and all that sort of stuff. Landing gear. Okay, let's plug this in. Get the round the right way, Chris. It is powered off, so it shouldn't come up. Get that cable out the way. Battery on. Whoa, there you go. Look at this. I haven't shown this yet, but look at that. Total grass landing. Oh yeah, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. And you know, we can then make it all safe in there. Put a bit of something in there so it's never going to fall out and get caught. But it drives about it. But yeah, I mean, okay, the wheels are, probably could do something with that. You know, if you want to scale it, make it look a bit more funky. You know, my little Oreo. Nice. Let's put it back down again. Nice. Right, so we have got power to be versatile with. Take out the right plug, Chris. Stick in our little unit that will come alive. And if we hold it there, oh, and which one strobes? That one's a flashy. There's one on here that does that, pulsates. Now it's hard to see because it looks like it's not pulsating very much because of the camera. So let's just have the flashing beacon, and there you go. That will look nice when you're coming into land. Simple as that. And that's all you got to do. Now, as I said, I did do the green, so we can stick the green in as well. I'll get up a bit more up and closer, personal to the actual. We want a flashy. I've actually knocked that. That is so annoying. I think where I've knocked the foam, where I've put the wing on something and it's knocked it there, but I can foam fill that, make it all nice and sexy. But there you go, green and red navigation lights. Alrighty, back to me. As you can see, the wings have flown off. It's such a terrible joke, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist it. And I bought the fuselage, and the sexy fuselage. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you what we're going to do about the light in the front. So, but first of all, I'm going to bring this sexy landing gear. Oh, sorry, I just had to have that moment. I'm going to sit here after the video playing around with that. You know I am. Now, if you can see, once again, look at that lovely spring. Grass landing all day long. Now, if you can see this flap, extreme, if you see that flap at the bottom of the landing gear, that's where I've got to put a white light. So I'll probably, you know, I'm not going to bore you to tears about LEDs. I mean, if you do want me to make the video of putting how I've made a hole in there, put in LED, run the cable for the front, just leave a comment. If there is no comments about it, then I'm just going to carry on and make it off camera and just tell you about it, so not to bore you. What I am going to do, actually, I am going to, for now, put the landing gear away, if I can find the cable I just had, because it's all attached to the rest of it, before we make our final comments. Awesome! Who knew that a landing gear could make a man so happy? Me. I don't know why, it's just, I think it's because it's made of aluminium or aluminum over the pond, and it's just, it's mechanical, it's, love it. So let's just stick, as I say, I'll put the bomb under here. Let's stick our canopy back on, and I was going to stick this in. I'm running out of room in the hangar. How we're going to do with the MIG, I don't know. But yeah, so that is, I mean, if a noob like me can run LEDs, you know, the people that are really clever, you know, you can do it. It is easy, and it just makes so much difference. One, because obviously you can see where the planes come in, and two, it's just it looks, make it a bit more scale. You know, when it's taxiing along a runway, the lights are flashing. As I say, there is one in the rudder that we did on the live show, which was great. I've still got a bit of acetate for the window. As I say, time has been against me, unfortunately. If you're watching this, I think it's watching this soon or whenever it is. I think it's the 6th of September in 2020. Horrible year, 2020. And I missed last Friday because I just didn't get home in time, and Saturday was a mishmash, and so was Sunday, so I didn't get to make a video. Oh, bad man. I do like to make a video. I need my teeth. They're coming Wednesday. Excuse me. A video every Friday of my journey. So I'm going to end up just fitting that in, making it nice. We won't go to the sanding until we actually do the spraying. I'll do that in one thing, because I want to do that maybe next week if I can, because I do want to spray. I do want to be beside the seaside. I do want to spray the ordnance, the bombs, and get them done and show you how to do those. But you know, if you've got a 3D printer, or got a mate, a friend who's got a 3D printer, get them to print that. I will put a link in the description below of the link in case you can't wait for me to do that and you want to print your own. It is of a gentleman that I forget his name, but he's on Thingiverse, and they're fantastic. I've just got to stick them together and stuff like that, which we'll do in another video. So until then, if you can fly, keep flying, and if you are, keep safe. And most of all, have fun. And thanks really for stopping by. And don't forget to press that subscribe button and a bell if you want to see every video, because it really helps me, and press the like button. Apologies for asking. I'm not a crazed man about subscribers, but it just helps me in the end. So until then, look after yourself. See you now. Bye bye.